Well, good afternoon, fellow warriors. I've had another request. It's been a few weeks since I've put a video up. We've already talked quite a bit about crypting, but a request came in to have me show um, how to better get more silver out of crypting and better equipment. Now, this is going to be a short video because I've already done 3 videos on crypting. Um, and so this is not a complete rehash, but I've got a couple of things I can show you. But for the most part, um, it's everything that I'm going to say has been alluded to already in some of the videos. But let me go through this and be more specific. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. Okay, so if we're going to look at crypts, first of all, let me pull up my gift box here. And if you'll notice, besides crypts, you get chests from other places like Union of Triumph, personal rewards. Now, um, that's over here. And this is good for 30 days. And this is probably the best value in the entire game is to buy this. It's $20 for the month. And when you get certain points, you can buy things like this here, transporters or teleporters, name changes, all that fun stuff, more speed ups, um, Helen pieces. Helen's extremely important. You can buy more chests to share with your clan. Um, Union of Triumph. Now, how you get the Union of Triumph, and this all ties into the gift uh, baskets, the chests, is you go over here to your events icon, click on Triumph Challenge, and right here, where it says golden, the top one is free. But this one here, you click on that, and then you just click on the golden pass. Now, depending on what clan you're in, they might require you to have this. But $20 for the month, even those folks that don't refuse to spend money, um, that's not a lot of money. I mean, it could be a lot of money if you're a college student or newly married or have a new kid that you just every dollar is counted for. But if at all possible, get this golden pass. It's well worth it. For the $20, you get $200 worth of stuff. Um, Let me just show you real quick. Right down along here, there's 100K of gold right there, the second spot. Um, you get Superior Epic Monster Hunters. You get that twice. You get a lot of other resources. Right here, here's 10 units of 1.2 million silver, and you get that twice or 3 times, along with all the other. There's another 100K of gold. So you can see it's well worth it. Here's more silver. Well worth it. And the way you receive these is you finish these missions. A lot of times you can do your dailies, and the dailies will end up being one of these missions, so you can double tap. All right, so let's go back to crypts real quick. I'm going to open up the forge here. Now, I've talked about this fairly extensively. To really get the best out of your crypts, you want to be in the godlike column. Now, if I open up I don't quite have all godlike here. Um, all of them but one is godlike. This one's not godlike. But I build a godlike deal just whoops, whenever I can. Here's a godlike for um, specialists. So I'll just build them and collect them. And all these are godlike. These are for engineers. These are for specialists. And as I need to pull up my engineers or pull up my scouts, I'll pull these over. Okay. These are the best you can get under the guardsman category. Now, if you go down here, now you get these items. You get these items right here in the regular crypts, and you can get them in the epic crypts. But they're very prevalent in the regular crypts. Now, let me show you something else here. This has 42% before I can get to godlike on that item. Let me find the highest one here. 42, 42. Okay. You know what? Let me go down here to honored ruler because that's what I really need. All right. So if I click on this shows me where my pieces are. Now I should bring these all the way up. And when I bring these all the way up, this will probably be yellow like these, and then I'll be able to forge this godlike piece of equipment. Okay, but if you want better equipment than that, and I want to make sure you understand this. Whichever one you're less on, like this Imperial Silk, when you go back here, click on the I for info. This will tell you what crypts you're going to be in. So let's just pull this one up real quick. I'm gonna look for this one, and I'm gonna go down to my tower, watchtower. Go to my crypts, activate. I claim 25s typically. And there's one right there. So I'm going to click on that. It's right here. I'll click on it. I use Carter. He's the best. And I want you to notice I have as high of equipment as I have forged for him. These are two godlikes. And this one here is a specialty. Now you look at this. It has 36 durability. So I'll show you those here in a minute. So let's go ahead and search for this real quick. 547. We can shorten that down to just a few seconds here. Okay, 17 seconds it's going to hit. Now I want to show you what we're going to get out of that, and then I'm going to compare it to 20s and 15s. The higher your crypt level, the better your materials are going to be. So here's a 25. That's the crypt I wanted to find. You notice I'm getting 3 of these in the common, 4 of these in the common. These are rares. I'm getting 2 of these in the rares and epic. Remember, these are all color coded. And this one here is higher than epic. It's the next one up. So what this is going to do is this is going to allow me to have more of the items that I need in the forge. I'm going to go down here to Honored Ruler again. And I got a lot of these greens. I've got a lot of these blues, and I even had some epic size. So I'll show you what a 20 looks like to compare. I'm going to go there, drop down to 20 here. I'm going to look for the same guy, the same type of crypt. And there it is. I'm going to hit him again. About 19 seconds. As soon as it hits, I'll pull it up. And um, remember, we got these items. And look how many items we got. Now, I also want to point out 45,000 units of silver. I got 14 of those. 15,000 units of silver. I got 13 of those. So you get a lot of silver in your crypts as well. I want to show you the difference between the 25 and the 20 now. Here's the 20. You notice I only got one of the epics of each. I got one of the rares. I got a couple of the commons, and the rest of them are going to be poor. And on the silver, they dropped down from 45,000 pieces of silver to 8,015. And I got less of those. So the lower you go on your crypts, the less you're going to get. And you'll get some of the quality, but you'll get less of them. All right. Now let's look at um, the specialty units, unique equipment. And since I was working with Carter here, let's pull Carter up. I want you to notice that right here in the common, deal, I'm getting 18% chance of crypt exploration efficiency. So these are low. These are quite a bit higher. In the guardsman, this one is 3%. This one is 5%. This one is 8%, and so on and so forth. But you can see incrementally it goes up quite a bit. Now, if I wanted to do an uncommon, it jumps up to 26%. Now, the best I can get in godlike in in equipment. Oh, this is the wrong one. Here we go. Tomb Raider is 50% of exploration efficiency, chance, and 30% and 30% tar capacity, tar production. So the topics are a little different, but there's a big difference here. If you look here, you get 8%, 3%, 3%. Even in the rare, you only get 12, 5, and 5. And you have to go all the way over here to Epic to get the 18% of crypt exploration, where you got that in the common down below. So it really depends on which one you go to. Now here, you get most of these in your epic crypts, and these are common crypts. Now these right here you'll get these in the epic crypts as well. Except for this unit here, you have to win this unit in an event. You can't crypt for that. But the rest of these, you get in these epic crypts. One other thing I wanted to show you is down here in Warrior of Ragnarok. You can only buy these, you can only receive these when you buy them from the Ragnarok event. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm going to end up buying some at some point. But you can see that they jump up even quicker. A strength against epic monsters, and that's what these are for. Strength against it. If you have, oh shoot, I can find it pretty quick. Nope, nope, nope. Right down here at the bottom. Here we go. This is for epic monsters, against epic monsters. Hercules. You put that with Hercules or with, with Hercules, and you're going to get some really good turnouts. So, strength of your entire army against epic Hercules. Once this gets completely built out, 1,200%. And that is a big boost. Okay, that's for epics. Those are for the event stuff. You go over here and Doomsday is an epic. You'll get 1,200% boost on killing him. And that's how these big guys are doing it. All right. Okay. One other thing I wanted to chat with you about crypts is crypts also have gold in them. But most generally, you'll get some in the level 25s, but not so often. More often than not, you'll get them in the level 30s and the level 35s. And the important thing here is you go to archaeology, all the way down here. Someone once told me it wasn't worth getting 30s and 35s. I disagree. It's very much worth it. This will be 30s. And Epic Crypt Exploration. Efficiency level 10 is what I need for that. That's this one here. But before I get that to 10, all of the rest of these have to be 10s. So I'm up to here. I can do that pretty quick. I have 1.36 trillion Valor points, and that'll get me there. And then down here, Epic 7 will get me level 35s. And level 35s will definitely find us some gold. And at some point, I'll probably max that out, but right now I will not. I hope this helps a little bit. Leave a question or a comment for me. If there's something else you need me to flesh out, let me know. Like I said, the higher level the crypt, the more silver you're going to get, the higher level of material so that you can forge better equipment, the higher the material will be. And so 25s are a really good spot to be for a while until you can get to 30s, because 30 takes a little bit of time because there's a lot of Valor points that's needed for it. So again, I hope this helped, and we'll see you on the battlefield. I can figure out how to get over here. There we go.